Okay, hi everyone. I'm here with Gili.
Hi.
Gili is a very famous songwriter, musician, very successful. We are not in heaven, we're in Israel. It's close to heaven. So if you have any message that you want to send to God and you don't want it to cost too much, talk to me because in Israel it's a local call. So, okay, so Gili, you had some questions
Yes.
about the last video.
I want to tell you that first of all, anytime with you it's heaven.
Thank
no
you.
matter where we are. Okay. So I watched your last video and I wanted to ask you, what is the major source of open cycles?
Okay, open cycles. What is the major source of open cycles? What do you think?
I asked you.
No.
Yes. What do I think? I think
Have a look.
yes.
You know my
I-
favorite thing.
Yes, it's always help. I think that the open cycles, the source is something, some kind of fake reality.
Some kind of fake reality. Okay, so fake reality is a piece of information that you're 100% sure it's correct or right, but when you use it, it doesn't bring the expected results. And you're very smart, correct, but which one?
Okay, which one? If I knew it, so
You will ask me.
yes. So let me
Okay,
try.
wait.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Maybe the assumption that if you start doing something, it disappear
Mm-hmm.
and not affect you.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I have to ask myself why do I stop?
That's smart. Good. So let's have a look. The source of open cycles is something that once you understand it, and if you really fully understand it, it will handle any problem you ever had in your life. Any problem. It's all, anything that is not optimal in your life comes from this one source.
Whoa.
Yes, so it's really important to understand. But to understand it, I will explain something before, okay? And so let's see. If this is an idea, how do you communicate ideas?
Word sentences.
Number of sentences.
Yes.
So assuming that I have an idea, say I want to talk to you about nuclear physics, okay?
Yes.
If you understood all the sentences and assuming that the sentences actually make sense, if you understood all the sentences,
I get the idea.
you have to get the idea.
Yes.
And if not, you're a genius. You have to be a genius not to get the idea, if you understood all the sentences, okay?
Yes.
Good. If you didn't understand an idea, it's only because one or more sentence was not fully understood. So far, so good?
Yes.
Agreed?
Yes.
Yeah? Good. Now, if you take a sentence and you take a magnifying glass or a microscope, what is a sentence composed of?
Words
Yes?
and symbols.
Exactly, words and symbols. Sentences composed only from words and symbols, nothing else. Okay?
Yes.
So if sentences compose only from words and symbols, the only possible reason for a sentence not to be understood is a word or symbol that you did not fully understand.
Yes.
So if you understood all the words and symbols, you'll understand the sentences, and if you understood all the sentences, you will understand the idea. Okay? Good. The problem is that most words are misunderstood, and you think you understand them.
Wow.
That's the problem. Let me give you an idea, okay? So, what's the definition of the word right? Like the correct thing to do? Day one. Now, it's the first time you heard that question.
Yes. It's the correct thing. It's the thing that that will bring the expected result.
Okay, so let's. So first of all, when I ask you a question, when I ask you a definition of a word, and if you cannot explain it to a 6 years old like that, within a second you don't know the word.
Yes.
You have to be brave and to report to yourself you don't know the word.
So I'm brave.
Good.
Report to myself and all the world that I'm stupid. But I'm brave. I don't know.
Okay, so the definition of the word right is the greatest survival to the greatest number of people or things. So, if I invent a drug that kills one person and save 1 billion, it would be right.
Yes.
But if I sell drugs and I make a lot of money to myself and damage a lot of individuals, families, etc., it will not be right.
Mm-hmm.
So right is the highest level of survival to the biggest number of people or things. Let's take another word. What's the word? What's the word love is? Everyone wants to be in love. Everyone. What is love? What is love?
Some kind of feeling. It's a very good feeling. And it's a feeling that make you want to give all yourself.
Yeah. So this is very good manifestation of love, but feeling is a temporary thing.
Mm-hmm.
One day you feel good, one day you're not feeling good, one day you feel happy, not. But if you have children, you love them
Always.
before they're born.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
So it cannot be that it's just a
Yes,
feeling.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Because feeling is a temporary thing.
Mm-hmm.
Love is actually the urge to be together for no reason at all.
Wow.
If you look at your feeling, or not a feeling, if you look at how you look, what you think or what you feel about your children, you will see that you want to be with them for no reason at all. Before they're born, you love them.
So any romantic relationship, there is always a reason to be together. So what
Then
is
it's
it?
a deal. That's why it's not surviving. Then it's a deal. It's an agreement.
Yes.
I'll give you, you give me,
Yes. If you don't give me,
then I don't give you.
go to hell.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Wow.
Now,
Wow.
how do you create this togetherness for no reason at all?
With children, I don't create it. It's there.
You create it.
How?
You just put it there. You create the relationship with the child all the time. So anything you continuously create would be love. Anything you continuously create would be love. The moment that you stop creating, it becomes a deal.
What is the specific thing that I create?
Create, let's define the word create. So the question is, what create mean? Create is to bring something out of nothing.
Yes.
So when you bring something out of nothing, there is not what, why, for no reason at all. So if I'm with my wife, well, actually, wives is an exception. No, I'm joking. But if I'm with my wife and I don't put her as the most beautiful, amazing, wow person, not only that I will not love her, but I will start to not love her, because in this universe nothing stays the same. You either create, bring something out of nothing, or you destroy. In this universe, you either create, bring something out of nothing, and at that moment, any creation is perfect, or you destroy.
There is no nothing.
There's no nothing in this universe. In this universe, you can either create or destroy. There is no nothing. This universe do not admit of a state of no change.
So with my children, it's come natural. You know, with no effort. It's there, the creation of that thing. Okay, but with friends or with my wife, I understand that I have to work.
Actually, with children as well, you need to work on it, and you will see that children, they love you so much. They create the relationship, so you actually have no chance. Children love their parents to such a degree that they forgive them for anything. So if I'll behave to you the way an average parents behave to his children, like I come to you and I say, okay, that's it, we're going to sleep now. You're in the middle of the interview, and mommy come and say, okay, we're going to sleep. As far as the child is in the middle of an interview, is in the middle of a game, and mommy say, okay, now we're going to sleep. Or you have to eat that, or just, if I'll talk to you the way parents talk about their
Yes.
children and insult you and
Very rude.
yes,
Yes.
terrible.
Yes.
Now, children forgive, they love the parents so much for no reason at all. So they don't love them because of the behavior. They
Despite of the. Yes.
No, they don't love them because of their behavior, good or bad. They love them for no reason at all.
So the children love them, or
Yes.
the parents love the children. with no
Children
reason?
love them for no reason at all. So the parents don't have a choice, because if I create something, I create it for both sides.
Oh, so I have to tell my wife to love me with no reason at all. and-
Exactly. If she could do that, you will see that it will happen. Actually, if you will see sometimes if you meet a woman and she doesn't like you and anything, if you'll keep create the relationship, she will fall in love with you. If you really love her for no reason at all, just totally love her, she will love you.
Yes. Yes, yes.
So actually with children is parents love their children because of the child. The child is the guy that is the person that create the relationship, and of course the parents also do that. But the child is the one that has the tenacity to keep on loving the parents despite any reason
Wow.
not to.
Amazing.
Amazing, yes.
Wow.
So the fact is that most people misunderstand words, and because they don't understand the words, they fail. The words are the biggest misunderstood words, are the biggest source of fake realities. And the key is you do not know that you don't know the words.
Yes.
If I'll tell you what's the definition of the word space,
I don't know.
energy.
I don't know.
Good. So you know. So actually, if the moment that you realize that you don't know, you actually know. The problem is not when you don't know. The problem is not when you know. The problem is when you think you know, but it does not bring the expected results. So you deal with fake reality.
Yes.
And it is for you an open cycle from now until eternity. And for as long as you have open cycles, you don't have control, and controls equal income, and you will have as much income as you understand words.
Whoa. It's big.
Yes. So most people think that you'll have as much income as you are Jewish. Not true. You'll have as much income as you understand words. And it just happened to be that Jewish people study all their life, and they put big emphasis on religion and the Bible, etc., etc. So it just happened because they understood a lot of words, that they also dealt nicely with money and have stable families, etc., etc. So it is the number of words that you have the correct definition for that actually will define how much control you will demonstrate in life and how much income you will have. And that income, I'm not talking only about money. It is how many kisses you get per square day from your children, how much cash you get, how much admiration you get from your wife. Freedom. Anything you want has to do with your understanding of the words and the symbol. And you will see that when people start to understand more words, they actually understood the physical universe better, and they extended the control over the physical universe. And it's fascinating that there is a very easy way to find words in the dictionary about the physical universe. But if I'll ask you about spirituality, you'll see that everyone says, yes, I'm spiritual, or people say, I'm spiritual. And you ask them, what kind of what does it mean? They say, well, I have a spirit. No, you don't have a spirit, you are a spirit. Or, well, the energy of the spirit, the spirit don't have an energy. The spirit don't have an energy. The energy is something physical. Only in the physical universe there's energy. The thing that creates the physical universe is not an energy. But that probably will be the video for the next video.
Wait.
Okay.
What about the answer of the question?
It's the number of words you don't fully understand. That's the biggest source of open cycles.
Okay.
Yes.
So every open cycle I have, the source is an word
or symbol that you did not fully understand. Like if you find it hard to answer an email, there is something there, either in the email or something connected to that subject you did not fully understand.
You must give me
an example.
Yes.
Okay, let's say you have this big document to read, an agreement.
Yes.
And you see that you tend to delay it, yes? And you say, I will read it tomorrow, I'll read it over the weekend. You just don't say which weekend.
Yes.
And it gets delayed.
Familiar.
Yes. So the point is that you had misunderstood in the past in regards to agreements. So you have already opened cycles on the subject, and you don't control the subject of agreements. Okay, so you will think that you know words, and most people think they know the words, but if you want to know if you know the words, check. Can you instantly explain, give the definition of the word? Not manifestation, not examples, but the definition of the word to a 6 years old in a form that he will 100% understand it. And if not, you need to be brave and report to yourself that you don't know the word, and at that moment you won't be right. You will feel wrong. Well, I didn't know it. But you will gain control. And the law is you cannot be right and in control at the same time. If you want to be right, forget about control. If you want to be right, forget about income. You can either be right or in control. You can be either right and feel good or in control and be rich. You decide. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.